They'll send the tight end in motion left. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. In motion comes the tight end left. Mills on 3rd and 2. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now Allen. And Davis with it left side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Allen going to go on 4th down. A quick hitter complete. It's Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis from 3 yards out. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pierce now up the middle to about the 35, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mills buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Pierce will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. In motion goes the tight end. Now Mills on 4th down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 9, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going for it with Pierce. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Here's Pierce. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run with Pierce. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard from 8 yards out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's the backup Keenum. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll return it from the 6.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken from about the 12. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, it's complete. He dials up Davis once more. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And the tight end goes in motion left. Another carry for Pierce. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To try again after the sack. Allen. Kevin Pierre-Louis dropping it for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Pierce takes it straight ahead. He'll take this to the 46. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills swings this one out wide for Pierce. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. 3rd and short yardage. Mills looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. After the pick-6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Mills. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Mills, 4th down. Gotta have it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it here with Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 4th down, Mills. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Houston Texans and themselves. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded right around the 8. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Mills. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, he fakes a spike. Going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Rex Burkhead taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 21. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here's Pierce. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. In motion comes the tight end left. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and 15 now. Mills dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Third and long for Mills. Flush to his right. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In motion goes the tight end. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
Hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. Put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. And I stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like the time that you wasting, like the time that you wasting on my time.
Always rushing me. Relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
Why tripping? I'm coming. I'm finishing my makeup. Can you just relax? It takes a long time. Like, it's not that serious. I think I left something in the house.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Houston Texans and themselves. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Off the play fake, Mills. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A give to Burkhead on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, Mills. And it'll be intercepted. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Burkhead. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 17-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion comes the tight end left. This is Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mills. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Going for it with Pierce. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it, They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Now Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Mills on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Burkhead going to run straight ahead here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They go play action. Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard from 17 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. First down, Mills. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. In motion goes the tight end. Mills to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On play action, Mills.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. In motion comes the tight end left. From the 40 now on second down. Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second and 11 now. Mills forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On third down, here's Mills.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Another try after the first down sack. Mills. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Play action now. Mills. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Mills now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again, it's Mills. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spent a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. A first down throw for Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And the tight end goes in motion left. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point overthrown. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dorsett, the man in motion. Give to Pierce. Taken down at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Now Mills. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. They've got his man complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'm on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Houston Texans and themselves. So here's Kaini Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Nashville. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mills. And this is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. In motion comes the tight end left.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now Mills. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Here's Pierce.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. In motion goes the tight end.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Now Mills on 4th down.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They go play action. Mills.
Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Off the play fake, Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
In motion comes the tight end left. To throw again on second down. Mills. Cooks on the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Mills. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce,
32 yards.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Mills now looks to throw on first down. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Another carry for Pierce.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That would caught downfield by Howard.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Final play of the half, Mills.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Mills now from the 50. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down, Mills.
Over the middle, Dorsett.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mills.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mills again.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
In motion, the tight end. A run from... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
from 6 yards away.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play fake, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
4th down, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mills on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Mills back to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Mills looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In motion left goes Cooks. Mills to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Mills. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. In motion left goes Cooks. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Collins. And he'll have another first down as he gets out of bounds as well to stop the clock. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One last shot from Mills. He's got a man, complete. And it's a fumble, and the Texans scoop it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion